Assuming we have about 250 million people in Nigeria, out of which 50 million of Nigerians lack digital skills. Today, we're talking about tech and business at large. Welcome to ABC Podcast, Talking with the Bosses. My name is Stanley, your host, and we have here some people here, the Jagabans, not even Jagabans, Akataputi. When you see them on the street, you bow, you say, no, these ones have money. The brands of money smells in their body. And that's why we bring people that are bosses in whatever field they are in. Today we have some tech bros, and we'd love to introduce them. So,
Thank you for having me here, Stanley. It's so nice to be here. My name is Peter Tomide, and I'm here with my friend, James.
and welcome, sir.
Thank you.
So, we want you to talk about yourself. What do you do for a living?
Okay, I'm actually into OTC trading and I'm a product designer.
So why tech basically? Why did you go into tech like that? In design?
I didn't just design one day and then like I was going to take. There are some things that are like it's the other with the like it's the next big thing. So people are going to take like in future to be like very wide. So you just have to like squeeze yourself into it and get something done. So at the end of the day, you get.
So it's more of like the trend, like you are following the trend or
No, I can't really say follow it because I can't just follow the trend.
okay.
Like, it's more like passion.
It's more like passion. So you enter tech being passion.
It's passion.
So what is so?
Okay, let's take it from this angle.
Okay.
Tech itself, it's the application of scientific knowledge to aims of man being. Like, it's our everyday life. We can't do without tech.
Yeah.
Tech involves.
Yeah.
So, like, just imagine now, like 5 years ago, people that cannot operate Android, they are currently they're kind of disadvantaged because in the garden of 1 to 10, it's very hard for you to see at least 1 or 2 persons without Android phone.
Yeah.
So now let's go into the future. In the next 5 years, if you don't have any tech experience or any tech knowledge, it will be very hard for you to survive. Like, it will be very hard. So now it's an advantage for us to leverage to take now when you still have time, when you still have the opportunity to learn.
So like making it more quick to enter this field.
Exactly.
Faster.
Yeah, exactly.
That's nice. You said something nice. What you said tech is scientific use of knowledge, right?
Yeah.
Now most people in Nigeria we don't really know what tech is all about. Because when we hear tech, we are thinking computer engineering, we are thinking machineries.
Machineries, just
What-
devices.
what
you just
is tech?
smash?
Okay. Like when I said application of scientific knowledge to our everyday life,
Yeah.
The phone you're using is tech. Without the invention of tech, there would not be phone. Like we don't have phone. The wristwatch, the camera, the lights, everything. It came as the invention of technology. So without tech, you can't tell me that this current iPhone that we're using now, 1999, 1989, there was no iPhone. So that's why I said it's evolved in our everyday life.
Yeah.
So in the next 5 to 10 years, if you don't have the like knowledge or you don't have any experience, it will be very hard for you to survive. As you can imagine now, a medical doctor now doing a data science training. It's not as if he does not have money.
Yeah.
He wants to be part of the people that will take advantage of the future excitement. So I don't know if you understand.
To sum up, the thing about tech currently in Nigeria, we get it that a lot of people into tech, right? Now, can you say tech is at the place it's supposed to be now? Because I get it in Nigeria, all of us are trying to move in to tech. But can you say tech in its form is already where it should be in Nigeria? Because we talk about China. When we talk about China, we talk about the US and other countries. They are really going in depth into it experimentally, you understand? Can you say Nigeria is really working towards fulfilling that void?
Nigeria, let me just say out of 100, I'll give Nigeria a 40.
Okay.
We have people that are actually passionate, but there's no resources, there's no funds, there's no like the environment is not even suitable for the knowledge that people have. Because I just leave Nigeria 40%.
So I have a question. What do you mean by environment? What are the factors that you could see that could affect this? Because if you go to Twitter, go to Facebook, go to everything, you see people just posting tech things. Like you have content creators like tech go through it. So there are things they post and might be the factors that might probably affect being in tech.
Okay, take for example, you mentioned Twitter.
Yeah.
If you see those huge tech bros like trying to take, and then you go under their comment section, you see people asking for money like, bro, I need money for laptop, I want to start learning maybe programming, product design, and all that. Like they don't have money, they have the knowledge, they have the passion, so they don't have money to like get a laptop. You don't have a laptop, there's nothing you can do. You can't program without a laptop. So that's one of the things like that. And then if you want to learn tech, you will need someone to push you through.
Like a mentor.
Yeah, even online. If you are staying around those areas that they have like poor network, there's no light, you get that kind of thing.
Yeah, sure.
You don't have the resources to start. You get
Yeah.
like was it no I think 2 months ago, no Binance now.
Yeah, sure.
I think the handler made a mistake of not switching the account. So it stayed on the wrong Binance.
Yeah, I think I saw that. Yeah.
Where lies D for aggregate. So immediately next 30 seconds, you get so that kind of thing. You get.
So it affects. So light is one of the reasons why. That's fucked up. That's fucked up because if I street say we don't see the face when it comes to light actually, and network understand. So
it's a shame because these two can be the thing is I've realized outside you won't even like people are hiding under the disguise of tech bro.
And they're probably Yahoo boys.
Okay, so like how do you even know someone who is into tech? Because some people will come, they'll say, I'm into tech, I'm a tech bro, and they are not working towards, they are not even trying to gain the knowledge. You understand what I mean now? Like they are probably doing fraud, and outside now, you guys must have experienced this. Like most police forces, most armed forces, they come to you and they will tag you as a fraudster because you are doing tech. Like, what's that bridge? How do you know a tech bro? Like, it's so annoying to a fault. You understand now? Like, how do you know who's doing tech?
Okay. So let me just correct you. My name is not Lamide, my name is Tommy. Okay, so 2018, 2019, when I was learning Forex, then I don't know if I remember. Then when same platform, then we were learning together. So these guys that were like people that we see that we call our mentors, then we thought they were actually into Forex. We never knew they were using our own money to fund their flashy lifestyle. She understand?
Yeah.
Like, we never knew that they were using our own money to fund their own flashy lifestyles. So then, all these guys, they were just selling tutorials. Like, they were cashing out back to back. And whereas the major forest that they were teaching us, then they themselves, it's not as if they really have the experience, but they are getting money from that tutorials. Now, talking about tech, to identify a tech person, it depends on, I won't say dressing, I won't say person's presentation, but if you want to identify a tech person, just actually can request for his handle, maybe his LinkedIn handle, his Twitter handle, his Instagram. At least anybody that can boldly say, I'm a tech person. We know how Twitter and LinkedIn works.
Yeah.
So it's kind of ideal for you to check his or her portfolio. Like you can just go to his profile or her profile, check for the works that he has done over and over. So that way to identify a tech person. And most of all these tech guys, they don't talk much. Like imagine you that you have a lot to give. They don't really talk much, and they are very calm. They are very resourceful. So that's just, and I mean the major thing that is causing in that this harassment as a thing, like as a whole, I will just say it's I will relate back to bad government. Like seriously, our government is not helping. It's not helping. Our government, they are not helping us to be frank and candid. They are not helping us, and it's very unfair because a lot of people have this idea, they have this knowledge, but they don't have the resource to fund them. So at the end of the day, they will fall into wrong grants. Maybe a go and go this.
Why is the phrase a bad good?
So they fall into wrong grants, and at the end of the day, follow the bad part. So I just think government is a big factor.
But regarding that government of a thing, sometimes I don't feel they are wrong, and I'll tell you why. Now, peradventure, they have that feeling that everybody is dressing fine on a good day. If you see, you can even start from your parents, for example. You know, when your parents sees a guy driving a car, what comes to his head? It is Yahoo boy. It's not as if you cannot blame the government alone now. It's now become like the society at large. You understand? Because I was in Baghdad, I was driving, and the Baghdad I was passing by, and I almost hit the man. Yahoo boy! The mentality was just things like that.
Yeah.
So the point is just that I feel government is not only
Yeah, the society too contributes. Like in terms of this our present country, there's this mentality that we have, like as it's stuck into our brain. To wash out that mentality is very hard, to be honest, because
it's definitely
so the society
definitely
contributes
sure.
You understand? And at the end of the day, you don't blame these guys. You don't blame these guys because day before yesterday, I had this event. I went to be to one place. Everything in the car was complete. Like everything in the car was complete. Like I need to go to that place and it's very urgent and it's late already. So this FRS guys told me how far. I was fake. Everything complete for car. I did go one place. Like I was actually going to Idori. Bros are paid. At the end of the day, this guy was like, no, he must check. So requested for the car papers, driver license, fire extinguisher, sea caution, and the rest. So when I came to that, I said that this tire is flat. And I was like, tire came. That I got 3 months ago. So I called his boss. So this is the situation. The boss now was like, what's the charge? And I said, tire that. The tire is not good. The man said, I won't come to this tire. This tire is very okay. So imagine me, even though that I have a good at, I'm rubbishing. And at the end of the day, people call me Yahoo boy.
Sure.
So the government as a whole is a big factor, like I said earlier.
To me personally, I feel like the society is the government, because like you are the government, because the president on his own can't come from the federal point and come to the local. Because let's imagine President Buhari now, he assigns a particular amount of money to the state government imposes it to the local government. Now the people in the local governments, they have to like impose it to us.
Like the constitution of NYC now.
You understand? So like I feel like the society has a part to play in how we run our lives. Because like imagine the society tells us like, okay, if you don't go to the church, you're a bad person. We all feel like anyone that goes to the church is a good person. You get like all this the tech instance, okay, people are like the society is like, okay, Yahoo boy, if any young guy that's rich is a Yahoo boy. Yeah. So I feel like we as citizens have to like change our mindset and our mentality.
So let's get to something funny. There's a particular thing I saw on Twitter a couple of days ago. I saw women shooting code, perhaps being influencers or creators instead. That's their natural strength. Coding is a brutal 24/7 job, mutually exclusively with motherhood. After 9 months maternity leave, they come back outdated. So that means peradventure, it's trying to say that if you leave coding for a long period of time, you have to tell what you're doing. So Elon Musk even says birth rate is also falling too. So he's trying to say, that women are into coding. So I don't know. I feel this tweet actually is trying to put shame, or is trying to shame women. In this case, that women cannot do coding because it's something that is stressful. Do you feel? I don't think it's stressful.
I don't feel women should not do coding. But the thing is, talking about being outdated, because it's just like mathematics. What you learned in maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Trust me. If they should give you, it's not as if you don't need to. You have to go through it over and over before you're able to actually solve one or two. So the same thing applies to coding. But talking about women should not code, it's a big no for me. It's just like responsibilities. It's like you taking your work or based on your, like, you have another life, you have another thing to do. So I don't think maybe any maternity or whatever should affect. And there are a lot of women doing great in the tech world. At least I do feel are doing great. I have bosses that are doing great in tech world.
Yeah, I personally I really like it when I see women even making that effort to, to even try to say I want to make money and be like, okay, alpha, I want to even okay, but now like you look at links on a good day, the best makeup, be like now this guy's on a good day, no on a good day. You get my point now. So my point is just no hold on. What? My point. See, don't take it serious. I'm not joking. There was a day I saw him on Twitter, on WhatsApp status. A whole week now, I think a whole week. I was like, is this a woman? You get my point. So if you see women even in this tech, whatever, you be like, this one is even trying to make efforts. You won't say I want to make this for a living. It's more of
See, personally to me,
Okay, we talked about in my own view. In my own view, it's not bad for a lady to be to take, but 100%, like let's say 100%, like 50% of the ladies in tech, I don't just say 70, they are single. And they are trying to make a life on their own. Tech is something that you have to dedicate like
your life to
20 hours a day.
Yeah, sure.
So imagine you being a married man, you are on your computer 20 hours a day.
Family are
unless maybe the husband is not, maybe he's a traveler. In fact, you still have kids. So it can't be so it's like balance like that.
So you are saying that you are I say you are supporting the guy, or you are partly supporting the guy, because I don't get you. Are you supporting the guy? No, because sometimes as if personally I don't support the guy actually. But it's like you said he only pays single women.
Yes,
not those that are married.
Even most of the women that want to go into tech, they want to like have a life of their own.
So are you saying they are not trying
they
to
don't
get
want to
married?
be dependent. No, they want to be dependent. They want to be on their own.
Okay. I think I actually understand this.
Because there's this popular product designer on Twitter that I used to follow. She's single, and this woman is making like millions, 7 million. It's billions on her own. She gets she's not married.
Okay, so
Three of them I know they are not married.
See, personally, I feel like in every industry, it's not only technology. Like it's not easy to balance it, right? Like you have to work very, very hard. Because me, I'm into music, right? I know some ladies who are into music. They have to like balance it with their family. And I also it just comes down to being able to balance it down. Because I feel like ladies in tech is a very nice innovative, because I see lots of flyers about trainings about I want to teach ladies in tech, blah blah blah. But I feel like most ladies are not even serious with it. It's like you giving someone food and that is like, okay, I'll take it. Thank you. I'm not serious with it. And I feel like as a woman, you can balance it if you have a kid with you, if you have an husband that understands you. Understand? It's just about balance.
Okay, it depends. Music, something you can just.
Don't say that. Don't say that. You are just
okay.
You're looking based on what you know. You are not in the field, so you can just confirm.
Okay. Let me
aside music. What about military? There are a lot of ladies in military, and they're dedicated, and they still have family. They cater for their kids, and they are responsible for their work.
I know, but when it comes to person who say you are a tech person and you are doing probably web design, you can spend like 7 hours, 6 hours on your system.
It's not as easy as.
But I feel like
you have bosses, not even bosses. You have crew waiting for you to finish your job.
Yeah.
So that you can pass it on to them. You are not the only one. You are working in conjunction with other people, and your time matters when it comes to the project. Yeah. So you can't compare it to military or
music stuff.
Program. So go out pressure you have to like do something and then.
That even comes to UI UX design. I feel those people are not even meant to even be clean their own thing. Like it's fucked up.
You can't build a house without blueprints. You can't. Don't say that. You can't.
Oh no. What I'm saying is justice. We have people that build house without. We have.
Bring it. Let me see.
I should bring it.
Okay.
When I remember I started web design. I think that was 2019. We just designed when we don't have any particular thing we are copying to design the website.
Okay.
You get my point? You just start putting a login button, log out button,
let me
put this color,
this
and that.
This bottle water company gives you a project. You can't just go ahead and build whatever. Because you are working for yourself, or probably you are practicing. You can't work on a real life project or a paying project. And you
are you saying that UI UX designers are even the main people in this thing now?
No,
You can't do without it. They are not the main, but it's they know how you can't.
So I think, but what
It's
design?
not-
What
it's
when
not
they
the-
ask I want to design something in so I don't project it to them now? Why is
No, no,
You see,
no. Like-
to me, to me personally, I feel like all this you are talking about is like there used to be a time where one person would do all the work.
Yeah,
Now,
sure.
now you are learned to like adapt to give people
Diversify.
diversify. You understand? Like
Yeah.
before
Take
you,
responsibilities.
because I'm into music, right? I can only talk about it in musical sense. Like before, we used to have music producers. The person is just that person that will make the beats, that will make the music, that will spread it around, that will do the designs and all everything. But now we have people, we have a crew. You can basically just have a crew. You have someone who does the music, you have someone who assigns. You understand now? So I feel like UI UX was always there, but
Okay.
like now it's now.
Okay,
understand?
there's something they call full stack developers.
Yeah.
Those ones they do the design, they do the back end. The back end is like the server parts. The part
Yeah,
that
everything,
the
yeah, sure.
front end is the parts.
Yeah, you see that.
So okay, I will now take it back to women in tech.
Yeah.
Imagine a woman in tech that is a full stack developer. Full stack developer, they are just 24/7.
24/7, yeah, sure.
Everything is on your head.
Yeah.
Now imagine a woman being a full stack developer.
See,
How do you want to do it?
personally, I feel like if you're a woman, yeah,
There are a lot of things you cannot do.
and no, like you can actually do them, but like I feel like we make plans as creatives, right? We're like, okay, in the next 10 years, I don't want to be doing this, I want to be doing this. So you make plans towards those plans.
What
We
about,
have
what about this guy? He's from TikTok CEO. He has retired. These ladies that you said you're following on Twitter, they might have planned that, okay, after maybe 5 or 6 years, I've made enough money from this thing. I want to settle down to be my own company. It's not as
But
if-
it's not like
It's
that.
not as if they will not do it anymore. They will
Like,
do it.
they will do it,
But
but
they will now
assign.
schedule responsibilities. They will assign, they will employ people that will be working on that day.
Yeah, that's all.
That's
okay,
that's
see,
that's
So I don't think there's something like, okay, you say they will hand over to somebody. That means
It's
that
not
should be
even
like a
hand
company.
over. It's not as
Yeah,
if
you come like
it's a
the company,
company.
yeah,
It
exactly.
has to be like a company.
See, Max Gabo.
Product design, and it's not a company. It's like they sell something that you just do on your own. You don't have a
So
company.
there's a way that you can share your responsibilities.
Exactly.
Share, you can schedule, like make everything to work out and to bring out the positive outcome. So it's not really.
But definitely, they won't be making much money as they used to before.
It's-
Now.
it should
No,
be-
they will
it
make.
be
They
about
will make
money,
more.
sir.
No, they will make more.
You are going to be paying people salary now.
It does not matter. That's what
If you are making
If
something,
you are dividing labor, you have to pay SQ, you pay them.
You
But
will pay them now. So
money.
definitely, you won't be making as much money as
You
you
pay
pay
for the
Yes.
comfort.
See,
Yeah,
for
definitely.
exactly.
Definitely pay for the comfort.
see, like there's this talk that was going around, right? He said anyone who is doing probably a creative, having a manager
Yeah.
takes away money from you, right? And I watched the video. The guy is a music producer, so he makes, let's assume he makes $70,000, right?
Yeah.
Now, so people were like, what do you need the manager for? The manager will actually collect part of the money, right? But the manager was making more money from him. Like, imagine you making $70,000 and then the manager comes and then the manager starts getting you a deal of $200,000 and then start paying him 10%. So it's all about, if you have a good crew, a nice team,
Yeah.
they make more money from you for you, and then they make a little part of that money. So I feel like diversifying is not, having a team is not such a disadvantage.
Yeah, it's not a disadvantage at all.
Mark Zuckerberg, when he started, it was just him and his friend, right?
Yeah.
And then the company, like, it's built up to where it is now. They have a crew, right? They have a team now.
Yeah.
So they are making lots of money. So even paying salaries is also like a way of job creation too.
Yeah.
And then they're helping everybody, and they're
No,
helping
but I understand what Samuel is trying to explain, that product design is not something that you can schedule responsibilities
Yeah,
or you can,
yeah.
but to me, I still believe there's a way you can do it if you really
Yeah,
want to go into it. Because even you, like, taking all the responsibilities, it's just like you are trying to shake yourself, and at the end of the day, you don't have time for yourself, and that's where gender equality, blah blah blah, comes in. Even as a guy, you have to rest.
Well, I feel like you are right about that too, because I feel like I disagree to agree, or I agree to disagree on this point. It's a very shaky matter.
Yeah.
Women we have women, and we are in a world where masculinity is like
Yeah.
the main thing. The society tells us that, okay, the man has to be in charge and the woman has to be submissive. So you guys must have noticed that I've been wearing this cap around now. It's because most people tell me that they want to learn forex, they want to learn cryptocurrencies, and they don't even know what they are going to do. So there's just one solution I'm going to give you guys to do. Just one solution. I kept consult. Now, go to their Instagram, Accept Consult, and then check. See, there are lots of testimonies where people have made money, they have had a good life just from learning forex and trading the market. So, guys, that's just it for me. So back to the discussion. See, I get it. Still on this matter of women in tech. I don't get. Is there like a way to balance it? Because I don't know. If you want to marry, you can have a happily married life. Or like, how do you balance this thing out? How do you balance it out?
You can, as someone that is working, you have schedule.
Yeah, schedule.
Most of this, in fact, tech people, they are used to having schedules.
Yeah, sure.
Like, I'll go to the gym as early as you come.
Yeah,
a woman. I'll go to the gym, come back from the gym. Okay, you are married. You are married.
Yeah.
A married woman will have to wake up as early as 5.
Yeah, sure.
Prepare the kids. That's even depending on how many kids she
Yeah.
has.
Yeah.
Take the kids to school. Come back home. Then she has like, okay, let's say around 10 a.m. she's back from the school.
Yeah, so you're talking about kids and catering for the kids.
Yeah.
That's where money comes in. If you're in tech, obviously you're making money.
Yeah.
And there's no reward for poverty. If you have money, you can employ people. If you don't,
You know, you don't need to start tech. If probably you are a married woman, you want to start tech. It's you are giving birth already. I want to start tech. You can't just make money immediately.
It's harder to start up something, to make money from something you just started.
From before you actually want to just venture into tech, you're talking about funding. Funding is not the issue.
Okay.
The issue is you want to start tech. When you want to start a particular thing, you can't expect to make money immediately.
yeah, exactly.
You get my point now.
Yeah.
So you're talking about money. I don't know.
What if the
Okay,
person
well,
has
I'm-
money before? What if the person has money? Like, okay, talking from experience,
Yeah.
you know, in life, you have to learn. You have to
Yeah,
learn,
sure.
relearn and unlearn.
Yeah.
So you have to unlearn, relearn and learn.
Yeah.
You understand? If you want to do something, okay, I think for instance now, Akep sponsored this show.
Yeah.
I know Akep is doing something aside forest trading. They have other stuff they are doing.
Yeah.
And before Akep even launched forest, like I said, they have other stuff they are doing.
Yeah.
During the process of Akep learning forest, they were not making money then, am I right?
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah, exactly. So you can also apply it to a married woman. For a married woman to be in tech, want to start a tech journey, there must be something making money. So for her, and she must understand the concept of tech, that this thing, it's time consuming to consume my time. So I have to schedule personal time for my kids and the rest. But catering for the family, another person can take that responsibility.
Nanny.
And she understand to take the kids to school, another person can. My husband, okay, I have a hobby. I will carry all these guys to school today. She understand that kind of stuff. But at least that does not mean that you won't schedule time for your children. She understand. You won't schedule time for your family. So that's one point of view.
So we have another one here. We said as much as I'm trying to correlate screenshots for this gist, I am trying to protect some this relationship. Because we most hear about screenshots, and if I drop everything, many relationship will break. They have used step bro to sleep with a lot of babes.
It's true. It's true.
They have used tech to scoops of girls that I get one.
You guys are tech guys.
No, I'm not a tech guy, I'm a computer.
As long as tech is attached to
Why is it? I want to go this view.
is mentality of late is like once you're into tech, you have money.
You have money. Okay, you have money.
You didn't even go back to the fraud.
Exactly.
You didn't even go all the way back to the fraud because taking the situation of Nigeria now, I don't think, although we have tech groups that cars, like they're just like 30% of them.
They don't have car. Yeah, sure.
The people saying they are tech group having cars is a lie. Tech groups they with the spam na tech. So you get. So when tech group comes to ladies said when you tell them tech group, first thing that comes to their head is flashy light.
Yeah,
No,
definitely.
If you go to the tech group out there, tech group that is working on big projects, you know what you
This-
see. Even if it's a room.
Yeah.
When you enter that one room,
You go shout.
you go
This
shout.
iPhone 14 came out
Since
when-
I've seen that 15 screens, 10 screens in one
You
room.
go shout.
Yeah, you get.
When
Yeah,
iPhone 14 came out, so
that-
we said,
that-
no, I think there are two say week or week. Within 3 days, this guy don't buy your own iPhone 14 Pro Max. Wetin happen? How much do you buy? 1.2 million, 1.3 million. When are they see this money?
But do you know that most of all these guys that do review,
Yeah.
it's not as if they use their money to buy.
But this one they will show that. No, this one they will buy. They will show receipt too.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
I
they will
have-
buy.
There's this popular tech guy, Kegan. If you got
Yeah.
Kegan is an Akure guy.
Wow.
He's an Akure guy. I met him several times.
Wow.
Mad, bro.
Yes.
But the thing that
You have a lot
you
of, you have a lot of
Even
This
the
is
other
my
one, and Avalo or something.
Eh,
That lady,
oh my
programmer. Three of them. They are correct. So it's like most of the stuff he has is he bought it.
that's how
He will even show you the receipt.
that he bought
The camera is using. We tell you that
Ah,
this camera I'm using to record this video is about 1.3
3
million.
million naira. I don't
Well,
think I don't play
I
with
feel
you.
like
I'm
what
begging
you
you.
know
those
that I want
ones
to
are-
make money from, you
But-
have to put money into it too.
Yeah, I'm saying that,
Exactly.
but I'm not trying to tell you that even with the way they are buying things, with the money, the way they are spending and showing it on internet, definitely I feel women will be attracted to them.
They are
Some
doing-
women.
most of them are not even doing it for flashy to attract you. But no, if you see those people, you'll be attracted to them once you are seeing pieces, you are seeing Mac, you are seeing iPhone 14. But to them, they are just creating content. looking for
Content,
audience.
yeah, sure,
That's
sure,
their
sure,
own.
sure. There's a phrase that says stack your money and act broke. You believe in that? Stack your money. and act broke.
Yes, so
Yes, I
Oh,
believe in
No, I will say, you know, I have to put my own percentage.
You have to enjoy
I like
yourself
to
too.
put my- So me, I will say 70%. So the main
Yeah,
30% is
yeah.
stack your money out. Why are you working?
You have to like enjoy yourself now.
Why do you want to outlook and enjoy
Yeah,
yourself? Why do you want to make two of them work together?
That's too sharp. But I feel like they
But
are
no,
broke.
billing to bill. There was billing. Billing when they
Aside,
No, it
aside
depends.
taking it back to the government factor that I said earlier,
yeah.
you know that the more you show off, the more you live this flashy lifestyle, the more you attract people to you. And the consequence is that they will be you, EFCC will harass you, the society will tag you as
So
this.
are we now
You
saying?
know,
Are you talking about? I don't
Yes,
I don't want us to go to society. You are trying to go to society. Probably if you have money, you might even leave this country. That's
Yeah.
a different.
Yeah.
But I don't care about that. I'm talking about now. Do you just believe in that face? Don't let's forget about factors that could affect it now.
Yeah.
Give my point. So do you believe it? Like, do you personally do you do that?
Yes, I don't. No, that's my personal.
because when I see you guys like no so get money get money.
So you want to I won't get money. I ain't the star.
See, but I feel like that gets money, stack money, act broke.
Yeah.
In a sense, it's not like you act poor. Yes, I feel like it just helps you avoid some
Embarrassment.
embarrassment.
What's your own definition of
No, like in this
like
instance,
Nigerian mentality?
You
No,
have
like-
no money.
you don't have
You don't have money.
You don't have
Everybody's
money.
claiming broke.
Everybody's
Broke now.
claiming broke
Everybody's-
too.
yeah.
And they're buying things.
Yeah, they don't have the-
Cause-
That's the slang now.
Because if you look at it,
Yeah.
if you stack money and
Yeah.
you don't act broke,
Yeah.
in a way, you have to keep up with that lifestyle.
Yeah, sure.
Because
Sure.
okay, imagine you buying this, you are buying that, you are buying this, you are buying that. A time will come where you have to like prove yourself. They'll put you in a situation where you have to prove yourself. Like imagine you spend some amount of money on gadgets, on technology and stuff like that, and then let's assume you head to the club. You also have a nice time for yourself. So have a drink and you know how it used to be now.
Yeah.
And then you get there and then you start hearing people, hyping people, telling. I know people have seen you. Probably they've seen you outside. And you're like, these guys. Yeah. Before you know it, they're coming to you like, buy this, buy that, in front of everybody. Like you understand now. So like you avoid some stuff by acting broke.
I want
I've
the
had this argument with somebody before.
Yeah.
He did not say like stack money,
Yeah.
act broke, but it's almost same
Same
thing like
thing,
what you're
yeah.
trying to say. I'm like, fine, okay. If you make your money, what do you want to use it for? He said invest. I said when the return comes, what do you want to use it for?
Invest.
Then what are you working? What are you working for? There will be at some point you
Yeah.
have to like,
You have to
oh,
enjoy yourself.
the money is much. Maybe go outside the country,
Yeah.
do some
Yeah.
stuff.
But you know that all these guys, all these
I know
our
that.
celebrities, our influencers, it's not as if they don't have the money to go outside the country. It's not as if they don't have
Yeah,
the
yeah,
money
yeah,
to fund their
yeah,
lifestyle
yeah.
outside the country.
Yeah.
But they just like to stay back. So to me, this stacking money and
Yeah.
add broke, it's not as if it's really compulsory to add broke. Just that you limit your way of
There's a video I watched. But like I went to club and the guy was like, I want Asun. I'm waiting for you. Oh, I was like, Asu! You don't get Asu? Go! 2 bottles for this. I'm like, come. Nah, Asu I talk. Don't be Asu. Don't go back me. Get out of stuff. So, you know, I feel, well, personally, if you want to act broke, I don't think you should be going to clubs.
No.
No, I
don't
feel like
I
club.
disagree.
Club is
If you want to
just have fun.
No, I don't want. If you oppressed,
fun to me is another definition of fun.
if you oppressed, if you
So
are
that's-
planning to
that's-
save money and to act more, definitely you won't go to where you want to spend the money.
Yeah, maybe we should not. Maybe the word broke is too.
It's
It's
too
too-
harsh.
It's too much.
Too much, yeah.
We are ask money and we are still
Artists
grinding.
are-
They grind. What they grind?
Yeah.
What they grind?
When they see you, they just see you as a normal.
See, I actually feel like the people in the society now, the people they actually call rich are the people that don't act rich.
Yeah.
You don't see Dangote or one millionaire spending money.
But
Exactly.
you know there are levels to which is like,
Yeah,
No.
in a way too.
yeah, you understand?
Yeah.
Where people think, okay, I have money now. The money that I have is like coins.
Yeah,
compared
exactly.
to Samuel.
Yeah.
Samuel is like coins compared to foreign students. You
Yeah.
understand that kind of stuff. So there are levels like that is what I think that okay, he has arrived. He's a penny, like his money is like changed to another person's money. You
Definitely.
understand?
Okay, let me give you an instance now. Okay, if you see the video, for example, it goes to a particular club, he spends money, he spends a lot of money. And but if I don't ever seen Dangote, for example, go to club and be,
The generation is quite
You get
different
me?
now. The generation is, it's not as if those guys they don't spend money.
It's
They
not-
spend.
It's not like they don't do those things.
Cause-
It's to spoil their reputations.
Yes, to spoil
Yeah,
it
exactly.
exactly.
To spoil their reputations. So they have-
Because I know most of
they have
them.
to,
most of them buy
I think that
watches.
is low key.
Buy watches.
That is low key. Or
There was
you
one time this particular Dangote, wasn't it during the COVID-19 or almost at the end of COVID-19?
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard the news. Dangote Caribbean sugar baby or something.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like,
I saw
that's
the,
good.
yeah, Twitter, yeah.
Yeah,
If
it's
not
got
for
the
Twitter,
official.
who will know?
Yeah, that's just
Mm.
now. But these guys, they video, or
Maybe
these
it's
guys
actually
will purposely post it online.
Yeah,
She understand?
yeah.
They will post it because that's this generation is quite different from the news generation. She understand? So that's just the major difference.
Yeah, to me though, just to add to what you said, I feel like that generation, the Dangote's generation, the Davido's part of the Davido's generation too, and our own generation to say. I feel like in a way, the celebrities form of lifestyle has really affected us, kind of.
It's as if yeah.
It's influential. That's
Yeah.
what it's influential.
It's very, very influential. You get what we see. Because I read something that said we are affected more by what we see. Yeah. You see something on the net and then you want to emulate it by force. Understand?
Yeah,
You
sure.
want to make money so you can
That's
squander
done.
it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I feel like it still boils down to you, like learn to save. Save. That saving of a thing, I feel like it's very underrated. People don't save.
No,
It's
but there's this
sad.
mentality
It's sad.
that it's not good to save in era. Like 2021,
Yeah.
2022, right?
Yeah.
Say I could have saved easily without me noticing with this DP2 Kolo. You
Yeah.
understand? Like
Yeah.
without stress, just have
Yeah.
to just remove it from my account. But me, I had this mentality that it's not good to save in era. Naira will depreciate. Yes, Naira will depreciate, but at least it will still count. It will help.
Yeah.
I started sharp, but I had to like just to cut it. So at the end of at the end of December, sorry, I cashed out. I withdrew the money. I was like, wow, how did we have left this money now? You know, something bigger than this. Without me noticing, without you understand what I'm trying to say. So it's very good to save. Like it's good to save. It will help in rainy days. It will help. It has helped me several times. So it's very good to save.
So the last question here is in tech, why did they go for long break? Do you have long breaks? Why did they go if I should they go?
Like vacations.
Vacations. Why that long?
Okay, aside tech, even in music industry, entertainment industry, every industry.
If you are working for somebody, they cannot go on long break.
That's why it's good
That's
to
not good.
aside that. That's why it's good to be self-employed.
Yeah.
And as a tech person,
See, this is where the things is now. You're saying self-employed. Even when it comes to business, I tell people, when you want to start the business, it's not as easy as probably you think it is.
yes, I know.
So if you ask them to be self-employed, what are people that are not self-employed?
Nothing good.
See, do you know that self-employed people they work more than people that are not self-employed. People that are not self-employed, their own is just at the end of the day, I'll collect my salary. We'll make sense.
That depends. So if you're a private firm, the man can be. Are you talk to you anyhow now? If you're a
You know that if you are self-employed, you know what your business to go back.
I understand
You
what
have
you're
to put
saying.
in.
I understand. But I'm trying to tell you that if it's a private firm, your guy will command you that do this. And you don't have any other choice than doing it. It's not as if it's going to be
Yes, but at least the people have breaks. it's not possible for any company or any
They
brand
do,
to
but I
have
know they don't have breaks.
Yes.
But you can't, like, I can't, when you say long break, it's when it comes to
long break.
yeah, long break.
Like what's the definition of long break to you? Is it
Like
2
probably a
months?
month, 2 months, 3 months, thereabouts.
3 months. Then that's why I said earlier that it's good to be self-employed. If you are self-employed, like if you have your own brand,
Yeah.
you understand. So if you want to go for a break, you surely assign responsibilities to somebody, or maybe your PA, or maybe your direct assistant.
What did your content creators?
Content creators, that vacation too is a content for them.
That's the
Okay, let's go for
self-employment now.
So that vacation also is the content for them. At least they will capture, they will make memories. You understand? They will post it online, and they make money from it.
It depends on how influencers they are or creators they are. It depends on the type. Some of them
It depends. It depends on.
okay, let me give my answer. Coty, for example, now she invites people to her channel, talk and that. We have people that does this kind of thing. But now some of them only do like they do like those kind of things. Those they can do that one anywhere.
Yeah.
But when you are going on vacation, you can't just be calling somebody from anywhere that's not influential or whatever to your show when you're on vacation. Give my point now, like they're making sure they can use advantage of being on a vacation to even show skinny. But it's vacation. Vacation means you take time off social media.
Some people work on vacation. Like people do work on vacation. Like I have a couple of examples. Like
The white not call it vacation.
No, just that.
Why is not called
Just
vacation?
like you, at least the workload, the stress, kind of. So it won't be as obvious as if you are in your workplace.
Yeah.
You understand? It won't be as obvious as if you have this shoot, you have this. It's not as if they won't work, but it's just that it won't be obvious. Okay, let's take for instance now. Addie they want to work, they will have schedule, they will have appointment, they will have everything that has been scheduled down.
Yeah.
So, but once they are going for vacation, they have to cancel everything. So they only do the impromptu that okay, I can do anyway. You understand? So it's not like, okay, let's take for instance now, Nancy, no Nancy now.
Yeah.
Okay, Nancy now, maybe she's on vacation. She goes on vacation, like maybe she's on vacation and there's this call. She has to attend. It does not really matter. But you can't compare it like when she's around or when she's in town. She's not in vacation, she has to go to her studio to run the Nancy show and the rest.
Sure.
You understand? So it's not as if they will not work, but it won't just that kind of be obvious.
Yeah, okay. So you're basically saying that they can also you're saying that long break is not an issue, right?
It's not really an issue. It does not really affect business.
To me personally, I feel like it does. You know why I would say that is because I feel like taking vacations is very underrated in this generation that we are in. Like we have a lot of problems around us, mental issues, like depression happens, like it happens it's around us. Like taking a break off social media it really helps us. Like imagine a content creator who makes content and then has to like check out the stats. Okay, my video is not getting 100 likes, it's not getting 20 likes. Understand? Like taking that break off social media, going out and hanging out with friends, taking a vacation, it really helps with the breaks. I feel like it is needed at some point in time.
So you're saying you don't mix work. You don't even try to put work there. So
just to be.
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
Don't put work.
It's even more come back to the kind of work it is.
it depends on the
There's some work that if you live there for 1 hour, like this, you go shop, only get shop. You don't need to get a restaurant.
There are some
Just
companies after successful execution of the project, they go on maybe 2 months, 3 months.
private. So that's all for today. We really appreciate you for coming to our podcast. You know, it has been a pleasure, seeing someone like you. When we called you, I said, I'm coming. I'm like, the voices have come. The Jacobans, the Akadakuti. Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm really grateful. Today, we want to appreciate our fans too as well, our viewers as well. That'll be the end of today's show. ABC Podcast is good day.
And guys, don't forget, I've told you about it. I kept consult. See, you need it.
In case you want to learn forex, want to learn crypto, want to learn.
Don't come asking for tip again. No.
ABC Podcast is good day.
Bye.
Bye.